Welcome back, folks, to the Strategies in Light Get a Grip on Lighting live streaming.
Here we are.
Here we are. Remember, one call does it all. We got the original Bill Brown sales. They invented manufacturer repping, I think, pretty much.
Yes,
in America.
Fixtures,
Yeah.
for sure.
So we got Donny Wall, CEO.
President.
Yep. And we got Lisa Yeaden. I don't know your title, but I know that you're in charge of everything.
Marketing director.
Marketing director.
Not quite everything. All the fun stuff.
She keeps us all straight.
From Bill Brown Sales. First of all, thank you very much for inviting us to Strategies in Light and sponsoring all these wonderful shows for the community. That's wonderful. Great.
Y'all done a great job.
Thank you very much. And you guys, tell us a little bit about there. A lot of people are talking about projecting the next 10 or 20 years in lighting. Do you guys know what happened in the last 10 years?
A lot. And we've been right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the transformation of traditional lamp sources and into LED has caused chaos in the industry. It has caused us to have to look at what we do, both on a manufacturing side and a rep side, to provide products to the industry that are still viable.
Mm.
So it's been an interesting road the last 10 years. For
Sure
sure
has, yeah.
You guys have how many different lines you rep, or how many different companies you rep?
So we represent 13.
13.
Yep.
Right.
One of which is our own company, ALP.
And
there's 3 different divisions within ALP. You got the Lexolite brand, the Steelcraft brand, and the Reflect brand.
Who are the customers of Bill Brown Sales? All lighting manufacturers.
All OEMs.
Fixture OEMs.
Fixture OEM guys.
In North America.
And what are they asking for these days from you guys?
What's new? Keep them, providing products that are state of the art and going to help them compete in the marketplace.
For sure.
I think the big transition that I've seen over the last 10 years as a marketing person is we used to sell a catalog of products to fixture manufacturers. They'd stick a lamp in and they knew what happened. We're more a collaborator with LED light sources being designed into a system now. So it's not just a question of here's our binder. It's presenting products in different ways and opportunities in different ways to collaborate.
Sure. We want to be a solution provider. And that's where we're always looking at our line card and trying to figure out what do we need to have in order to keep our customers, able to compete in the marketplace.
It's interesting. I remember when we interviewed Bill Brown, he said, I always want to write an order.
Yes.
Right? I always want to write an order. It's like, hey, what's on my line card here? I got to write an order. What do I got here? You know what I mean?
What can I sell you?
He loved to sell things that we didn't even make yet.
Oh, yeah.
I want to write an order here.
So in a typical LED fixture, how many different lines can you have in that thing that you guys represent?
Pretty much everything you see there could go into a light.
So you could have 13 different brand or
absolutely
items all in that one light.
Sure.
fixture.
Sure.
Now, are you're obviously you're doing drivers, you're doing plastics, you're doing fixture bodies, you're all these different components for a fixture. And do you guys actually work with the manufacturers to make these components for their specific processes?
So we do 2 things. Number one, we do have some off-the-shelf products, but we also do custom design. So a customer will say, hey, this is what we're looking at. This is what we want to do. And so we will tool it up, whether they pay for it or we pay for it, and we work that out. But yeah, I'd say we do a lot more custom stuff today than we used to do 5-10 years ago.
So I'm a sales guy at the end of the day. So I'm out selling light bulbs every day, light fixtures, projects, same with them. Okay. And so we're waiting for this circadian thing to come around to really give us something to do with it. A lot of talk.
Yep.
But we don't always say money talks and bullshit walks, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and then the IoT thing is kind of the same thing. There's a lot of talk about it. This is but I see no interest from the grassroots. Like my customers are not asking me for IoT. They're not asking me for circadian systems. The odd one will hear about it, but there's no grassroots. It's all coming from this direction down. How do we get the how do we get the distributors and the contractors and then the end user customers excited about this stuff? What do we got to do?
We're in a different sort of phase of the supply chain,
Yeah.
and it's kind of our customers who would be working to educate those end users as to the value of the projects because they're all excited about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, you need, you need the leaders of the industry, the big guys, to kind of, pave the way and pull it through.
I think Bill Brown Sales is one of the leaders of the industry, though.
But we're not selling directly to the
know.
people who
I
you're
know.
describing.
I know. It's that's who my customers are, right? That's where
Right.
my customers are.
Sure.
And if you went to a nailed meeting, you're not going to have one nailed member who's a couple actually. That would be a couple of them would be really confident with the controls. A couple of them would be.
Sure.
But none of them would be doing circadian. Nobody would even be thinking about it yet. I think we're still 5 or 10 years away from that, Greg. What do you think?
Yeah, I do too. But I think you guys are on the right track. I know we had the one company
Inventronics.
Yeah, on the driver's side.
On the driver's side,
Yeah.
and then we had the
Bridgelux.
Bridgelux.
Yeah.
Bridgelux is one I was looking at. That was some unique product.
Yeah,
It
and
seems like it covers
again,
it.
I think if you look back 10 years ago, everybody was talking about LED, and it's going to take 10 or 15 years for things to really get going. Well, it got going a lot quicker.
Sure did.
And I think I saw a stat today where roughly 60% of all fixtures now are LED. And that, obviously that number will continue to go up
For sure.
new fixtures. So I think you'll see more circadian talk, and it'll become more prevalent, but it's just going to take time. It's just going to take time.
And kind of like we discussed at the horticulture conference, there are people who know they should be doing something, but they're relying on the suppliers to help them integrate this new technology into their projects or applications. It's not like just buy my product from a box anymore.
Sure. Yeah.
How many years have you guys been going to Strategies in Light?
That's a good question.
For a while, several.
I'd say
10?
the last 10 at least.
Okay.
Yeah, it started. I mean, my first one was in Santa Clara, and then actually the first couple, and then it started bouncing around. I think when the two, when I guess Strategies and the LED show combined.
Yes.
But
I remember the LED show actually.
Yeah.
And for a while, it
I
was a
remember that
separate
show.
section
Yes.
on the floor in conjunction with Strategies in
Yeah.
Light. And I was never really sure what the distinction was. So it probably made sense for them to merge the two.
Because the LED show was separate. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I went to one actually in Vegas, I think, an LED show.
Mhm.
It was at Aria.
Was at the Venetian.
Was it at the Venetian?
Mhm.
it was.
Huh. I remember that. I actually liked that show.
I did too.
I actually thought it was a kind of a neat show. And I remember the first thing he said, he goes, soon we're going to be in a convention center that has LED lighting. It's coming soon. That's what he said. And it was all halogens, right? And he's like, soon it's going to come, right? So anyway, thanks very much, guys, for sponsoring us and for inviting us down to Strategies in Light with you guys to do this kind of work.
Awesome. Well, thank you
It's
all
our
for
pleasure.
spreading the word, and certainly appreciate it.
One call does it all. Don't
That's
forget.
right.
Bill Brown Sales. Go to billbrownsales.com. Especially if you're a lighting manufacturer, go check it out. You got to have Bill Brown. You got to have Bill Brown with you, supporting you with all. They got everything, and they want to write an order. So check them out. billbrownsales.com. Hey, and this is Michael and Greg out from Strategies in Light. Thanks all those who listened on all the different channels.
That's
all
right.
our friends, Edison Report. Thanks, Randy, for supporting us and putting our stuff out there. Nailed, Get a Grip on Lighting, all the Bill Brown, it's all out. It's all over the place on the internet. Thanks anybody out watching there right now. Thank you for listening. We're really grateful to you. Bye for now.